seen these and I've talked about them. These are window clings and they are actually for window cleaning. We put a bunch of information on them and it's a great way to tell people and remind them of your service. And yeah, window clings, man, these are absolutely awesome. So let's talk about them. All right, so window clings are phenomenal. They're absolutely awesome, and a lot of people don't even think about having window clings do anything. But how do you remind people of your services after the fact? After you're done cleaning, how do you remind them they need to have cleanings done again? The simple truth on these things is that they're pretty phenomenal. It's something that's low key and it stays there and it looks super professional. They're super cheap and they remind somebody about when they got their last service done. That's a big thing because people always think they just got it done. What's weird in general is that when you talk to people about your window cleaning, they always go, oh, I got my windows done last year. You know they didn't get it done last year. When you see the windows, they look like terrible trash. They don't remember the last time they cleaned. That's part of the problem, is that they don't remember the last time they cleaned. Not the end of the world, but we can help remind them why or when they got it cleaned last. So yeah, window clings. How do you use them? What are they? What do they do? Why would I get them? Well, it's super simple. A window cling is just like in an oil change, right? I got these ones made with my information and my logo. And on them, they have your phone number and the last date of service. Now, unlike an oil change where in your last date of service isn't necessarily on there, but the next date of service because it's set up, these are a little bit different. Hopefully you're doing the dentist close. And if you're not doing the dentist close, go back and watch a bunch of other stuff on that. I talk about it all the time. But really what it is to remind them who you are and the last time they got their windows cleaned. I mean, how many customers have you been to their place and their windows just look like absolute dog water? We know you're lying to us. And in this little kid drawing of a window, all you have to do is take your cling and put it on the window. Now, the interesting thing about window clings in business is it's super non-abrasive. It's just not that big of a deal to have that on somebody's window. And what they're gonna do is be reminded that you're the cleaning company. I know you think people don't forget you and they know you and you're so awesome and that's totally cool, and I agree with you. You're totally awesome, but they are gonna forget who you are unless they've used you quite a bit. The nice thing with a window cling is that they always have your name, they always have your logo, and more importantly, your phone number. And on a window, they're always reminded of dirty windows. Because when they're looking out the window, they're gonna see your little window cling. And your little window cling is going to show them, hey, the last service was actually 6 months ago, or a year ago, or whatever it ends up being. Now they know. And on window clings, one of the cool, interesting, awesome things that you're not thinking about is when you're like, oh yeah, but people are they're not going to care, because worst case scenario, all they do is just peel the thing off. It's a window cling. It's what it's made for. Okay, so window clings could totally help your business. They are affordable. They are something you can add on, and they are going to get you more repeat business. It's just that simple. All right, window clings are simple. The concept is there. They work absolutely amazing. What do you do? How do you get these stupid little window clings, and how do you get your hands on them? Because our print department's awesome. Why would you go anywhere else? If you're not relevant, you don't exist. I don't exist. Exist. You need to exist. What happens when something doesn't exist? They don't know you. They'll find your competition. And if somebody searches window cleaning in my area and they don't remember you, well, then they're just gonna fire you and hire somebody else. Is it even firing you? It's really just hiring somebody else. They're not gonna hire you. Again, if they can't remember. They just know your logo is probably blue, because everybody's is, and they probably think your name is Clearview because, well, everybody's is. By the way, if you're watching this video and your name is not Clearview, comment down below and tell me what your actual name is. Be relevant though. For $1 a piece, man, you buy a bigger quantity, you can get even more than that. Less than $1 a piece and you're relevant. And it creates an experience, and it shows them that you're not a bucket bob, and it makes them want to do your services again, It makes them find out that you are a legit company. You want to be legit, don't you? So buy stuff from print.windowcleaner.com. Not that this is an ad, but they're just really genuinely nice people. If you haven't talked to Steve over there or Jill, they're phenomenal. But it's print.windowcleaner.com, by the way. Anyway, it's one of the pieces to your arsenal. Well, good news. Window cleaning like this, you can get right from our print department. It's print.windowcleaner.com, by the way. Super simple. They even have templates, just add your logo and stuff. And these can be as cheap as $1 a piece. Now, if $1 a piece is too much for you, you're not charging enough. $1 a piece to have something on somebody's window that reminds them who cleaned their windows and, more importantly, when their last cleaning was. I hope that you're actually doing the dentist close, because the dentist close is phenomenal. Real quick, that is where you basically give them their next appointment at the time of their last cleaning. So if it's every 6 months, you say, hey, June 7th is 6 months from now, and you basically book them. Anyway, there's a whole process to that. You can actually find that out. But part of that process is everybody gets one of these things. All you do is, when you're writing that date on there, stick it on their glass. For $1 to remind someone. $1. Window cleaning, just like that vinyl on there. What's super rad about these is that I always put them in like the kitchen window, right? Some window of the property that people are gonna look at. And the kitchen window usually is the most prominent by the person who would be your buyer. That may get me canceled, but either way, you know what I'm saying. Who's your target market, right? But it's the busiest window in the house, so throwing it on there, non-intrusive. And if somebody says, hey, we gotta get the windows done, or their friend's talking about it or anything, they're like, oh, who do you use for your window cleaning? I don't know, hold on a second, I know. They'll go back and look at this. I can't tell you how many times somebody sold my name to somebody or a referral because of a window clean. For like $1, these things are phenomenal. It should be added to your arsenal. It should be, it really should be. If it's not, go and get it, they're $1. I'll actually link it down below in this video on YouTube, but window cleans are where it's at. Man, you're not charging enough. It's the experience, man. It is the experience. You're creating an experience. Yeah, you should have lots of things in your arsenal. It's just one of many things that you're doing for your customers. Oh, and if you're not relevant or they can't remember your name, they're just gonna remember your logo was probably something to do with blue, because it's window cleaning, and your name is probably Clearview, because everybody's name is Clearview, and when they go and do Google search for window cleaner in my area, they may not recognize your name, and you just sold the customer to a competitor. Don't suck. As far as the full experience thing goes, window cleans have to be in your repertoire, because they're awesome. And you should go buy them right now. In fact, you should use the print department for everything. Our print department's phenomenal. And the people are super rad. And we have everything you need, so why would you go anywhere else? Why would you go anywhere else?